Hi everyone, welcome to sqadia.com. Today we are going to discuss about renal filtration or the glomerular filtration, which is the first step in the formation of urine, and it constitutes the basic physiologic function of our kidneys. The renal filtration is the process that is used by our kidneys so that they filter the excess of fluid and waste products out of our blood into their urine collecting tubules. Then these waste products are eliminated out of the body in the form of urine. So the kidneys, these are a part of our urinary system, or which is also called as renal system. Normally they receive 1300 ml of blood per minute, which is around 26% of cardiac output that enters the kidneys. The kidneys have a primary function that they filter our blood and eliminate the waste products from the body in the form of urine. These waste products, they are eliminated out of the body in the urine, and the normal urine output is around 1 to 1.5 liters per day. The kidneys are also involved in maintaining the fluid and electrolyte balance and also regulate the blood volume and blood pressure. Now this is the nephron, which is the functional unit of the kidney, and each kidney contains around 1 million nephrons. And each of these nephrons, it is capable of the formation of urine. So each nephron, it uses this process of filtration, the renal filtration, in order to filter the waste products in the urine, and then they are excreted out of the body. The nephron, it is composed of two parts: a renal corpuscle, the capsular part, which is the renal corpuscle, and this tubular part, which is the renal tubule. The renal corpuscle is the main site of filtration of the blood plasma, which means that this process of glomerular filtration, it takes place here in this renal corpuscle. This is the renal corpuscle. This renal corpuscle consists of a tuft of capillaries, which is called glomerulus, and a cup-shaped structure at the beginning of the tubular component of the nephron, which is called the glomerular capsule or the Bowman's capsule. Now this glomerular capsule, it actually surrounds this glomerulus. Now the glomerulus is like sandwiched between two arterioles: the afferent arteriole that delivers the blood towards the glomerulus, while the efferent arteriole, it carries the blood away from the glomerulus. Now let's have a detailed look at the structure of the renal corpuscle. This is the glomerulus, which is actually a tuft of blood capillaries, which are known as the glomerular capillaries. These are the microscopic filter, act as a microscopic filter, and they are constantly filtering the blood. Now the blood that is about to be filtered, it enters the glomerulus through afferent arteriole. This is the afferent arteriole, and it delivers the blood to the glomerulus. The walls of this afferent arterioles, they are associated with specialized granular cells. Then these granular cells produce renin, which is a part of the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system. And these cells also have a sympathetic innervation, which means that they are connected with numerous sympathetic nerve endings. Now the blood plasma enters the afferent arteriole and flows into the glomerulus. Now after going towards the glomerulus, this afferent arteriole, it branches off again and again and comes out as a single vessel, meaning like a single artery spinning around, forming loops of the glomerular capillaries and then leaving as a single efferent arteriole. This is the efferent arteriole, and now this efferent arteriole, it carries the blood away from the glomerulus, which has already been filtered. Now the glomerulus is also interspersed with specialized cells, which are called mesangial cells. These mesangial cells are either extraglomerular or intraglomerular based on their relative location to the glomerulus. These are the extraglomerular mesangial cells, and they are found between the afferent and efferent arterioles towards the vascular pole of the glomerulus. And the extraglomerular mesangial cells, they are adjacent to the intraglomerular cells. These are the intraglomerular mesangial cells. As you can see that they are located inside the glomerulus and in between the capillaries. Now these mesangial cells, they are phagocytic and contractile, and this contraction also then alters the filtration because it limits the filtration area. This is the macula densa. Macula densa is a collection of specialized epithelial cells in the distal convoluted tubule. which means that it is a short segment of the distal convoluted tubule that is located directly adjacent to the afferent and efferent arteriole, as you can see in this image. Now, as we have already discussed, the glomerulus is surrounded inside a cup-like sac which is called Bowman's capsule. This is the Bowman's capsule, which is also called glomerular capsule. Now, the Bowman's capsule, it is a 2-wall pouch. As you can see, it is a 2-wall pouch that covers the glomerulus. This is the outer layer of the capsule, which is called parietal layer, and it consists of a single layer of the squamous epithelium. This is the inner layer of the capsule, which lies just above the glomerulus, and it is called as the visceral layer. And beneath this visceral layer, there lies glomerular capillaries. Now, the space in between these two walls, the parietal and visceral layer, the space is called as the Bowman space, and the filtered fluid enters inside this Bowman space, and then it is called as the glomerular ultrafiltrate. In our next section, we will discuss about the structure of the glomerular capillaries and how the glomerular filtration takes place.
Explore our extensive library of over 1,800 video lectures to learn about a wide range of topics. Only on sqadia.com.